slick and you've got great... And the fight's been stopped, and David Evanesian storms his way to another knockout victory.
Welcome, fight fans, to my channel. This is Johnny, and in today's video we're going to be going over the statistics that nobody talks about when mentioning David Evanesian.
And here's the coming of a very, very good warrior, David Evanesian.
Guys, if you're a subscriber to my channel, I know you are thorough fight fans. When I say the name David Evanesian, you know that he's fighting this weekend for the IBF welterweight world title in Philadelphia against Jaron Boots Ennis. Evanesian is a late replacement. We know Boots, his original opponent was Cody Crowley. Crowley had to pull out due to an eye injury. The doctors gave him a no-go. In steps 35-year-old Armenian Evanesian. And guys, I have to tell you, David Evanesian might have the most wide array resume of any boxer I could think of. When you look at his total record, he's only lost 4 times. He lost to Andrei Klimov right when he was early in a 6-round fight. Klimov is a guy who's fought Bud Crawford. Ava then goes on to win 11 in a row. He then loses to Lamont Peterson, Mean Machine, and Terrence Crawford. Other than that, he's beaten everybody. People on his resume, names such as Shane Mosley, not the son, but the father. Granted, it was Sugar Shane's last fight in 2016. That's still a hell of a name to have on your resume. Carlos Herrera, Liam Taylor, Joshua Kelly, and not to mention his last fight, after he lost to Crawford, he fights a guy with 55 losses. And we know in boxing that's a common thing, to lose a big fight and then get a bit of a rebound fight. But when you have in the span of 5 fights a victory over Sugar Shane Mosley, and then you take a fight with a guy with 55 losses, that's a wild resume. I don't know if that's a good thing or bad thing. I just want to point these things out because you'd be hard pressed to find another fighter who's a modern boxer with the resume with that wide of talent on both ends than David Evanesian. Me personally, my favorite fight of his was against Joshua Kelly. This was a fight that he comes into enemy territory. He was energetic. His cardio was through the roof, and he bullied an undefeated Olympian and knocked Kelly out for the first and only time in his career. So in this video, I'm gonna break down Evanesian's strength of schedule, talk a little bit more in detail about how he goes about his business, compare and contrast what he's been up to, and then going into this weekend, hopefully you'll have a better understanding of who the contender is challenging for Boots Ennis's 147-pound IBF strap. Guys, David Evanesian is 30-4 with 18 knockouts. He has a career 60% knockout to win ratio. He's personally been knocked out twice, once by Mean Machine and once by Bud Crawford. He's a tough and gritty guy to get out of there. He made his pro debut in 2009, and as of today, he has 214 career professional rounds. The 35-year-old Armenian is an orthodox fighter standing at 5'8", with a 68-inch reach, and his adoring fans call him Ava. This weekend in Philly, he's getting ready to take on Jaron Ennis. Boots is undefeated, 31-0. He last fought Serge Mbamo, 11-55, knocked Mbamo out in the 4th. Fought Bud Crawford, who was 38-0. Ava got knocked out in the 6th. Askari Metz, 15-0. Knockout in the 1st. Liam Taylor, 23-1. Knockout in the 2nd. Joshua Kelly, 10-0. Knockout in the 6th. Jose Del Rio, 29-8. Knockout in the 1st. Guys, and that's a few of the last fights for David Evanesian. This guy lately goes out on a sword or wins on that sword. He's either knocking you out or he gets knocked out. And like I said, when he's at his best, he is a spark plug. He's gonna be shorter than Boots Ennis. He's gonna be more experienced, and he's gonna have more experience fighting world champions. Now granted, he's not undefeated, and at 35 years old at 147 pounds, we know he's at the twilight of his career. But who's to say at 35 he has another chance for a Rocky moment? He's going in there as a huge underdog. I should also mention, he's ranked number 12 in the world. So you tell a guy 12 in the world who has victories and losses against some of the best of his era that he doesn't have a chance to win, and he'll tell you you're lying. Evanesian and his camp are gonna go into Philly expecting to win. Now, this isn't a prediction video. Tune in later in the week when I'll break down Boots and Evanesian side by side. Then I'll give you my prediction. This is just to spread a little bit more light on who Boots Ennis' opponent is. Let me know what you think about Evanesian's resume. Leave all that in the comment section below.